Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or hey for the first time. Either way, I'm happy you're here. Today we're shining a light on the positive. We're talking about 10 amazing celebrities who just happen to have ADHD. These stars have not only captivated us with their talents, but have also overcome challenges that many face every day. So get ready to be inspired, because these stories are about to show you that with the right attitude, a little bit of support, and a whole lot of talent, you can achieve anything. Let's take a closer look at their inspiring journeys. First up, we've got Mr. Suit Tie himself, Justin Timberlake. This guy can sing, dance, act. Seriously, is there anything he can't do? But what you might not know is that Justin has ADHD. He's talked about how his mind races, coming up with a million ideas at once. But Justin, he's turned that into a superpower. He channels that energy into his music, his performances, everything he does. Think about it, the guy's a creative machine. He's constantly evolving, trying new things and pushing boundaries. And that, my friends, is the beauty of ADHD. It's that firecracker energy that makes you want to move, to create, to explore. Justin's been open about the challenges of ADHD, especially in his younger years, but here's the thing, he never let it define him. He found ways to work with it, to make it his own. He's living proof that you can be successful, you can be talented, and you can have ADHD. Let's be real, we all love a good Maroon 5 song, and who can resist the charm of Adam Levine? But behind that rock star persona is someone who knows firsthand the ups and downs of ADHD. Adam was diagnosed as a child, and he's been open about how it's affected him throughout his life. He's talked about the struggles of staying focused, the feeling of being misunderstood, the works. And you know what? That takes guts. Because here's a guy who seems to have it all: the voice, the looks, the career. And yet, he's willing to be vulnerable and share his truth. He's not afraid to say, hey, I struggle with this too. And that's what makes his story so powerful. Adam's story is a reminder that ADHD doesn't discriminate. It's a testament to the power of perseverance, of finding your voice, and of using your platform to make a difference. All right, let's talk about the king of wacky himself, Jim Carrey. I mean, the man's face is a rubber band of emotions, but behind those hilarious characters and over-the-top expressions is a mind that's always on the go. Yep, you guessed it. Jim Carrey has ADHD. And let's be real, you can kind of see it in his work, right? That boundless energy, that ability to jump from one crazy character to the next. It's part of what makes him so unique. Because ADHD isn't just about being hyperactive, it's about thinking outside the box, seeing the world a little differently. And that's what Jim Carrey does best. He takes the ordinary and turns it on its head. He finds the humor in the mundane, the absurd in the everyday. Jim Carrey's story is a reminder that what makes you different can also be your greatest strength. It's about finding the humor in the chaos, the beauty in the unconventional. Chapter 4. Michael Phelps swimming against the tide. Okay, Michael Phelps might not be your typical Hollywood star, but this swimming sensation has definitely made a splash in the entertainment world. This is a guy who's won more Olympic medals than anyone else in history. But what you might not know is that behind those gold medals and record-breaking swims is a story of determination and overcoming challenges. You see, Michael Phelps was diagnosed with ADHD at a young age. And for him, swimming wasn't just a hobby, it was an outlet, a way to channel all that energy into something positive. The focus, the discipline, the sheer willpower it takes to compete at that level, it's mind-blowing. And to think that he did it all while managing his ADHD, it's nothing short of incredible. He used it as fuel, as motivation to prove that he could achieve anything he set his mind to. His story is a reminder that ADHD doesn't have to hold you back from achieving greatness. Chapter 5. will.i.am Innovation in Overdrive. Next up, we've got the one and only will.i.am. This guy is a musical genius, a tech innovator, and a true visionary. He's constantly pushing boundaries, and his creativity knows no bounds. And guess what? He credits some of that to his ADHD. will.i.am has been open about his experiences with ADHD, talking about how it affects his creative process and his approach to life. He said that his mind is always racing, always coming up with new ideas, but for will.i.am, it's a gift. He embraces his ADHD as a source of strength, as something that fuels his creativity and drives him to succeed. will.i.am's story is a reminder that ADHD can be a superpower. Chapter 6. Simone Biles, a champion's grace on and off the mat. Let's talk about Simone Biles, the gymnastics GOAT, greatest of all time. This woman is a force of nature, defying gravity and breaking records like it's nobody's business. But her journey to the top hasn't been without its challenges. Simone has been open about her ADHD, which she was diagnosed with as a child. And let's be real, being an elite athlete requires an insane amount of focus, discipline, and attention to detail. But Simone, she doesn't let anything hold her back. She's learned to work with her ADHD to find strategies that help her succeed both on and off the mat. She's not just an incredible athlete, she's a role model for anyone who's ever felt like they were different. Chapter 7, Ryan Gosling, the drive to succeed. Okay, let's be honest, who doesn't love Ryan Gosling? He's talented, he's handsome, and he seems like a genuinely good guy. But did you know that behind that charming smile and those piercing blue eyes is a story of overcoming challenges? Ryan Gosling has ADHD. He's talked about how it made school difficult, how he struggled to fit in, the whole 9 yards. But instead of letting those challenges define him, he found his own path. He's proof that you can be successful, you can be talented, and you can have ADHD. He's used his platform to raise awareness about ADHD, to let kids who are struggling know that they're not alone. Chapter 8, Paris, Hilton beyond the glitter. Paris Hilton. You know her, you've probably quoted her, and you might even love to judge her a little. But beneath the glitz and glamour, there's a whole lot more to Paris than meets the eye. You see, Paris has been open about her struggles with ADHD, a diagnosis she received later in life. And let's be real, it's not always easy living life in the spotlight, especially when your brain is wired a little differently. But Paris, she doesn't let it define her. She's built a successful career, she's an advocate for mental health awareness, and she's constantly challenging people's perceptions of her. Paris's story is a reminder that ADHD can affect anyone, regardless of their background or their public persona. Chapter 9, Channing Tatum, From Struggle to Stardom. Channing Tatum, the actor who can make us swoon with a single glance but can also bust a move like nobody's business. He's the epitome of charm and talent, but his journey to stardom wasn't without its bumps in the road. Channing has been open about his struggles with ADHD, particularly during his school years. He's talked about the difficulties he faced with traditional learning environments, the feeling of being different, and the challenges of staying focused. But here's the thing, Channing didn't let his ADHD hold him back. He found his passion in the arts, in movement, in expressing himself in ways that traditional schooling didn't allow. His story is a reminder that ADHD brains are often wired for creativity, for thinking outside the box, for finding unconventional paths to success. Chapter 10, Zooey Deschanel, Embracing the Quirks. And last, but certainly not least, we have the quirky and adorable Zooey Deschanel. She's stolen our hearts with her infectious laugh, her unique sense of style, and her ability to bring a touch of whimsy to every role she plays. Zooey has been open about her ADHD and how it shaped her perspective on life. She's talked about the challenges of staying organized, the feeling of being overwhelmed, and the constant battle with her own thoughts. But here's the thing, Zooey owns her ADHD. She sees it as a part of who she is, a part of what makes her unique and special. Zooey's story is a reminder that ADHD is not a flaw or a weakness. After more than a diagnosis, so there you have it, folks. 10 incredible celebrities who just happen to have ADHD. They come from all walks of life. They've achieved amazing things, and they're proof that ADHD doesn't have to define you. It's just one part of your story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more inspiring content. Until next time, be kind to yourselves and each other.